sir, can you tell us your name, please, and which church you worship in?
Okay, my name is Hollis, Clifton. I worship at San Fernando Methodist Church.
Okay.
And I was here last year for the men's fellowship.
Okay.
Representing South Trinidad Circuit.
Okay, so he's here, he wants to do a video. Okay. Thank you very much. As we move on, let us all pray as we go to God in the prayer of adoration and thanksgiving. Let us pray. Almighty God, you are great in the heavens and on the earth. You fill us, O Lord, with your blessings. We adore you, O Lord, for you are our Creator, God. You have created the heavens and the earth, and all that's therein, the flora and the fauna. Lord, you are omnipotent in the heavens and all the areas of the world. You are all powerful. Lord God, you are omnipresent in our lives. You know us from the day we were born. You know us from inside out, from when we go and when we come in. You know our various moods of joy and sorrow. And we ask, O Lord, that you will just continue to be with us. When we are joyful and we are on a mountain top, you are there. And when we are sorrowful and in our valleys, you are also there. And like the psalmist says, O Lord, where can we go to hide from you? Your presence is always with us. Lord God, we thank you this Lord's Day that you have brought us together to worship and to glorify your name. We thank you, O God, for our families, for waking us up in the morning, for bringing us here safely, O God. We thank you for the communities in which we live, for the relationships you have given to us, whether it is in our communities or in our workplaces, our friends and our families. We thank you, O God, for the country of Grenada, Carriacou, and P.T. Martinique in which we live. Most of all, we thank you this morning for your Son, Jesus Christ, whom you sent to die on the cross of Calvary for each one of us sinners, so that we, O Lord, might gain new life, and your Spirit would live in us. For all these things, O Lord, we bless, and we thank you, and we give you praise. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. And amen. We now invite our youth to bring some choruses for us. Our youth to bring some choruses for us.
This is a day
introduction first of all. Storm, S-T-O-R-M. Anybody ever passed through a storm yet? Anybody know what a storm means? Any young person? Tell me a storm that you know of. Name the storm. No storm at all past Grenada? Alright, what about a hurricane? A hurricane is a storm then. What hurricane you know? You remember Ivan? Anybody have a Hurricane Ivan? And Hurricane Emily? Ah, well, we have had hurricanes. A hurricane is a storm, it's just that it is a bigger storm. You know, it's a natural thing. Okay, sit down. Sit down. Besides natural storms. So we can talk about natural storms like hurricanes. When things are blown down and the seas get rough and the waves grow tall and you know, the mountains seem to be falling on us and the rivers are overflowing, and that's when the storm. We're going to read a story today about the disciples of Jesus in a storm. But there are sometimes, you know, in life, we might have natural storms, like what I just explained. But then sometimes we have in life a kind of storm in our life. When our lives are not calm and flowing peacefully as we would like it, and we're all stressed out, even in school sometimes, you know. Sometimes we find that in our schools, we're having a little stormy time, quote unquote, because this guy likes to rough me up, or this girl likes to bad talk me, and yeah, you know that they're smiling, right? You know those kind of storms? Well, those are storms as well. And you know sometimes in life you have to go through those kinds of storms, those social storms. And you know how you have to know how to deal with it, with these storms. So, one of the ways in which you could get quickly back into your calm and your peace is by praying. When this person is really bothering you so much, you can pray for that person, whether it's him or her, and that helps to calm you. Put it in Jesus' hand. Put it in God's hand. Okay? So we're going to talk today about how to ride through the storm in our lives and naturally. Okay? Put it in the hands of God, and peace will come back to you. Okay? Amen? Amen. Let us sing the hymn 485. 485, which is we need a youth wave in our nation. We have turned things around. Yes? You're smiling, you understand. So we're going to sing too much about frustration, too much fraud and corruption. Please stand. walk this earth. And we are full of flaws, full of frailties, and done things, O Lord, which we ought not to have done. Lord, where we have passed our brother by, forgive us. Where we have not lent a helping hand, forgive us. Bless us, O Lord, that in your tender mercies we can continue to be new creatures in Christ. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. On page 69, let us in silence confess our sins to God and pray for his forgiveness. Let us bow our heads. And we say together on page 69 the general confession. Almighty God, our Heavenly Father, we have sinned against you and against each other, in thought, word, and deed, in the evil we have done, and in the good we have not done, through ignorance, through wickedness, through our own deliberate fault. We are truly sorry and repent of all our sins. For the sake of your Son, Jesus Christ, who died for us, forgive us all our trespasses, and grant that we may serve you in newness of life, to the glory of your name. Amen. Christ Jesus came into the world to save sinners. Hear then the good news. If we confess our sins, he is faithful and just to forgive us our sins and to cleanse us from all unrighteousness.
Amen. Thanks be to God.
We now move on to the ministry of the Word. The Old Testament reading, book of Genesis, chapter 37. We read from verse 1 to 4 and 12, 28. Psalm for the day comes from Psalm 105, 5 to 15. And our gospel comes from the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 14, 22, 23. I invite our readers to bring us the word.
Our reading comes from Genesis chapter 37, and we read 1 to 4, and then 12 to 28. Jacob settled in the land where his father had lived as an alien, the land of Canaan. This is the story of the family of Jacob. Joseph, being 17 years old, when shepherding the flock with his brothers, he was a helper to the sons of Bilhah and Zilpah, his father's wife. And Joseph brought a bad report of them to their father. Now Israel loved Joseph more than any other of his children, because he was the son of his old age, and he had made him a long robe with sleeves. But when his brothers saw that their father loved him more than all the other brothers, they hated him and could not speak peaceably to him. 12. Joseph is sold by his brothers. Now his brothers went to pasture their father's flock near Shechem. And Israel said to Joseph, "Are not your brothers pasturing the flock at Shechem? Come, I will send you to them." He answered, "Here I am." So he said to him, "Go now, see if it is well with your brothers and with the flock, and bring word back to me." So he sent him from the valley of Hebron. He came to Shechem, and a man found him wandering in the fields. The man asked him, "What are you seeking?" "I am seeking my brothers," he said. "Tell me, please, where are they pasturing the flock?" The man said, "They have gone away, for I heard them saying, 'Let us go to Dothan.'" So Joseph went after his brothers and found them at Dothan. They saw him from a distance And before he came near to them, they conspired to kill him. They said to one another, "Here comes the dreamer. Come now, let us kill him and throw him into one of the pits. Then we shall say that the wild animal has devoured him, and we shall see what will become of his dreams." But when Reuben heard it, he delivered him out of their hands, saying, "Let us not take his life." Reuben said to them, "Shed no blood. Throw him into this pit here in the wilderness, but lay no hand on him, that he might rescue him out of their hands and restore him to his father." So when Joseph came to his brothers, they stripped him of his robe, the long robe with sleeves that he wore, and they took him and threw him into a pit. The pit was empty, there was no water in it. Then they sat down to eat, and looking up, they saw a caravan of Ishmaelites coming from Gilead, with their camels carrying gum, balm, and resin, on their way to carry it down to Egypt. Then Judah said to his brothers, "What profit is it if we kill our brother and conceal his blood? Come, let us sell him to the Ishmaelites and not lay our hands on him, for he is our brother, our own flesh." And his brothers agreed. When some Midianite traders passed by, they drew Joseph up, lifted him out of the pit, and sold him to the Ishmaelites for 20 pieces of silver, and they took Joseph to Egypt. The words of our Lord.
Thanks be to God.
16 to 22 and 45b. You'll read responsively. O give thanks to the Lord, call on his name, make known his deed among his people.
Sing to him, sing praises to him, tell of all his wonderful works.
Glory in his holy name. Let the hearts of those who seek the Lord rejoice.
See the Lord and his strength, see his presence continually.
Remember the wonderful works he has done, his miracles, and the judgments he has uttered.
O offspring of his servant Abraham, children of Jacob, his chosen ones.
When he summoned famine against the land and broke every staff of bread,
He has sent a man ahead of him, Joseph, who was sold as a slave.
his feet were hurt with fetters, his neck was put in a collar of iron.
Until what he had said came to pass. The word of the Lord kept testing him.
The king sent and released him. The ruler of the peoples set him free.
He made him Lord of his house and ruler of all his possessions.
To instruct his officials at his pleasures and to teach his elders wisdom.
That they might keep his statutes and observe his laws. Praise the Lord. Glory be to the Father and to the Son and to the Holy Spirit, as was in the beginning, is now, and ever shall be, world without end. Amen.
Five to 15. Caption: Salvation is for all. Moses writes concerning the righteousness that comes from the law, and that the persons who does these things will live by them. But the righteous that comes from faith says, "Do not say in your heart, who will ascend into heaven?" That is, to bring Christ down, or who will descend into the abyss? That is, to bring Christ up from the dead. But what does it say? The word is near you, on your lips and in your heart. That is, the word of faith that we proclaim. Because if you confess with your lips that Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised from the dead, you will be saved. For one believes with the heart and so is justified, and one confess with the mouth is so saved, and so is saved. The scripture says, no one who believes in him will be put to shame. For there is no distinction between Jew and Greek. The same Lord is the Lord and is generous to all who call on him. For everyone who calls his name of the Lord shall be saved. But how are they to call on one in whom they have not believed? And how are they to believe in one whom they have never heard? And how are they to hear without someone to proclaim him? And how are they to proclaim him unless they are sent? As it is written, how beautiful are the feet of those who bring good news. This is the word of the Lord.
Thanks be to God.
We should thank our readers for bringing us, our two sisters, for bringing us the word thus far. Please stand for the gospel. And the gospel comes from Matthew chapter 14, reading from verse 22 to 33. Immediately, he made the disciples get into the boat and go on ahead to the other side while he dismissed the crowds. And after he had dismissed the crowds, he went up to the mountain by himself to pray. When evening came, he was there alone. But by this time, the boat, battered by the waves, was far from the land, for the wind was against them. And early in the morning he came walking towards them on the sea. And when the disciples saw him walking on the sea, they were terrified, saying, "It is a ghost." And they cried out in fear. But immediately Jesus spoke to them and said, "Take heart, it is I. Do not be afraid." Peter answered him, "Lord, if it is you, command me to come to you on the water." He said, "Come." So Peter got out of the boat, started walking on the water, and came toward Jesus. But when he noticed the strong wind, he became frightened and beginning to sink, he cried out, "Lord, save me." Jesus immediately reached out his hand and caught him, saying to him, "You of little faith, why did you doubt?" When they got into the boat, the wind ceased, and those in the boat worshipped him, saying, "Truly, you are the Son of God." Brothers and sisters, the gospel of Christ.
Praise to Christ.
We go on to our next hymn. Praise Yes, please be seated. You are our anchor, O Lord. And in you, O Lord, we are grounded firm and deep in the ocean. And no storm can turn us over. The words of my mouth and the meditation of our hearts be acceptable in thy sight, O Lord, our strength and our Redeemer. Amen. Brothers and sisters, we have heard the reading this morning, and I want to say that my theme is that we ride out the storm. Ride out the storm into salvation. Ride out the storm into salvation. We see Jesus in a little scene with the disciples. I want to take my theme from these words in the Bible that we read. He cried out, "Lord, save me." Jesus immediately reached out his hand and caught him, saying to him, "You of little faith, why did you doubt?" "Lord, save me." Jesus immediately reached out his hand and caught him, saying to him, "You of little faith, why did you doubt?" And so we see Jesus speaking to Peter. And it's not the first time he has had to use these words to his own disciples, "You of little faith." Because one day, remember, there was another boat scene where Jesus was called upon to still the storm. And that boat scene, the first time round, was when Jesus was lying in the stern of the boat, fast asleep. And the disciples were fighting a storm and he was just calmly sleeping. And they said to him, "Lord, you don't care about us?" At that time, he had to say to them, "You have little faith." The main difference with this particular scene that we are looking at is that Jesus was not even around this time around. He was not there. He was nowhere to be seen. And before I go further, I want to ask you this morning, is there anyone whose life is such plain sailing all through their lives, all the time? Is there anyone here who has not gone through the stormy moments in life? If there is, I want you to give me the formula. Because truth be told, very few of us can say that all our lives have been smooth or are smooth. In fact, I may dare say that even now some of us might be going through some stormy moments in the life. Some of us might be going through a lot of stress, even sometimes to the point of questioning whether God is really there as he has promised. My brothers and sisters, I believe that in life we all have to go through some sort of stormy situation. But the good thing is, yes, we will have some frightening moments, but we need not be frightened forever. You see, that was the problem with the disciples that very night. They got extremely scared and frightened. In fact, they were frightened for two reasons. First, they saw this apparition walking on water coming to them. Oh, it's a ghost. Well, that is frightening enough. I remember when I was a boy, we don't want to go in the dark, So my brother and I, my brother was sent upstairs and up maybe to close the windows one afternoon. It was getting dark and he came running down the steps and said he sees something inside. So my poor grandmother now grabbed a little stick, she walked in and I behind her and she going up to see what is inside. Nothing. So sometimes the mind can play trick, but there was an apparition. They saw something that day, and it can be frightening. And on top of that, the waves were high. The wind was strong. It was a frightening situation. And so here Jesus is away from the disciples when the storm raged on. And he was praying on the hill above, looking down upon them. And he must have seen what was going on down there. And he up there, away from the storm. And Jesus acted. My brothers and sisters, when Jesus sees us in trouble, be assured that Jesus will act. He comes to us in the midst of the storm, just as he did in the darkest hours of the night. And there may be times in our lives when we feel that as we go through our struggles, Jesus is not there. There are times when we feel that we are alone and we just have to fight this thing for ourselves. We do not seem to sense his presence. And we wonder why Jesus did not know a storm was coming to send them out all alone in the boat. I'm sure he knew. I'm sure Jesus knew that there was going to be a storm that would take them on that ocean while he prayed. You see, sometimes in our lives, we ourselves put our foot in two pants pocket and end up in the storm for ourselves. But sometimes Jesus sends us into the storm. He sends us into the storm for a reason that he knows best. Go into the storm of life. As the situation raged around them, there was Jesus. He is there for us, the first to come. I am saying to you this morning that even though you caused your own storm, or God sent you into the storm, Jesus is there for those who have decided to follow him, and for those whom he has called his own. He will come to each one of us. He will present himself with all his power in due course. Our salvation in the moment will be successfully overcome, because sometimes when he sends us into the storm, it is for the test. He is testing us in that storm. When our fears overcomes us, our fear overcomes us, the test is there. He will come. So look at Peter. When we look at Peter that stormy night, he is, impetuous Peter, always ready to say something and do something. And he says he wants to tread the water as Jesus did. I don't believe that he wanted to big up himself, but he wanted to out of his trust and faith in Jesus, he wanted to walk. Because he felt his trust and faith was grounded in the feeling, that assurance of Jesus' words that he told them when he came. Take heart, it is I. Take heart, do not be afraid. Those are the assuring words that grounds us. Out of our fears. And so I want to say to all of us this morning, all believers who may be going through problems, that Jesus has the power over all that troubles us. Not only can Jesus calm the natural things of the world, for he is the Lord of nature. He created the earth. He is God of nature, and he can solve not only the natural things, he can calm the winds, and he can calm the storms, and he can tell the seas to be quiet. But he can also calm the very financial, economic storms that sometimes we go through in life. Every social disruption in our lives is a storm. Every abuse, every feeling of failure is a stormy situation that we are going through as well. He can calm those. He will come. He can overpower and control. For this is the very nature of our Lord and Savior. Omnipotent, omnipresent, a lover of people, a lover who cares enough to save us from all our struggles and the storms of life. That is the nature of Jesus, brothers and sisters. And so sometimes, even though we start off strong in faith, there are many situations, just as Peter found, he started off strong and was walking. In fact, he came very close because Jesus could have reached and touched him and taken his hand. He came very close. In the storms that we might face throughout, or sometimes face, Peter's problem was kind of similar to many of us. We come believing and trusting, but we want the solutions now. We want to reach now. We want to determine the time when we should get the solution. We put the problem to Jesus. We go to him. Yet we do not sometimes let everything go. We keep a little bit there because we started to look around now. Right? You see in the circumstances and the conditions. I'm walking in these windy conditions. And some of us, feel that if the problem is taking too long to solve, we look around and like Peter at the circumstances that we are still in and say, let me do this, or let me do that. We take it back from Jesus sometimes, And that is where sometimes our problems lay. Because we feel that we could do something a little faster than God to get this thing solved. I heard a preacher say, boy, that's a problem that I can't get rid of at all. Putting my problem to Jesus, and then I just want to take it again. I want to solve it myself. Our faith. And so sometimes we let the circumstances of the storm get the better of us. And then, like Peter, we begin to sink further into despair, just as Peter sank into the sea. As children of the kingdom of God, that is the challenge that you face, to give all over to the Lord, focusing on the Lord and not taking our eyes off him. For as soon as Peter took his eyes off the Lord, he started to sink. Let us keep focusing on the Lord. He will do the rest. Another thing that tends to sort of keep us back from getting that kind of solution that we want is that we tend to forget who Jesus really is. Sometimes Jesus has helped us so many times out of little difficulties and problems, and we still forget that he has done so on so occasion. We forget who he is, the solver of problems. So we need to be grounded. We need to keep focusing on him. We need to as Christians, to be so grounded in the Lord and in the Word that every day and every hour we get to know him better. We need to go deeper. We need to remember how he has saved us in the past. In the psalm that we read this morning, Psalm 105, the psalmist reminds us of God. He said, remember the wonderful works he has done, his miracles and judgments he has uttered. Remember, don't forget them as people, children of the light. So that must be our yardstick, I take it, and our guide as we go through our lives and the storms of our lives. There is a song that goes like this, Brother Ivan. Ride out your storm, hold on to Jesus, and ride out your storm. But you are not alone.
Seems like forever. I saw confusion. Have been so long. Your ship has lost anchor, and the storm got you drifting. Your night's almost over. You can ride out your storm. Ride out your storm. God is there with you. You may not feel Him. You're not alone. Oh, you're hurting now, but your morning is coming. Yes, sir. Just hold on to Jesus and ride out your storm. Just remember God's promise. Yes, sir. I'll never leave. That's what He said. Though the waters are raging, they'll do you no harm. Thank you, Jesus. Don't give up the battle, for your answer is coming. Just hold on to Jesus and ride out your storm. Oh, ride out your storm. God is there with you. Yes, He is. Yes, He is. You may not feel Him. You're not alone. Oh, you're hurting now, but your morning is coming. Just hold on to Jesus and ride out your storm.
You may not feel Him, but He's there with us. I want us to remember in that song, He riding out our storm into salvation. He is coming to save us. Hold on to Jesus and ride out. But there are storms that also come to us. And God wants us to ride out the individual storms in our lives. But there is a storm that is greater than even the individual storms in our lives that beset us. The storm of sin in our lives. And that is called for a universal kind of salvation, not just saving us from the things that are hurting us now. A new dimension, the storms in our life, is that God is both the deliverer and universal Savior of all mankind. He wants to save us from eternal damnation and to ensure that our eternity is assured. He wants to make each one of us new creatures in Christ if we believe. And that is why in the epistle reading in the Romans we heard the Apostle Paul saying, laying down some conditions for salvation. Paul declares, salvation is for all, for Jews and Gentiles alike. And he says that, something, this salvation, we don't have to go down to the abyss. We don't have to descend to the abyss to bring Christ up. Or we don't have to go to heaven to bring him down. For Christ is near us all the time. He is with us all the time. His presence is there when we need him. And Paul says in these words, the word is near you, on your lips and in your hearts. Speaking about faith, Romans 10:8, for this is the essence of faith. The word is near us. For in Jeremiah 31:31, it says, God says, I will put my law within them and I will write it on their hearts. It's there with us. Again, Paul says that every one who calls on the name of the Lord shall be saved. Here there are some of the conditions of salvation that Paul has put to us as I close. Paul has asked some pertinent questions which I would like to proceed. First of all, faith is important for our salvation. You can't go like Peter and start to lose faith and expect to be saved. He says, how are they to call on one in whom they have not heard? Because if you want to ride out your storm, you must believe, brothers and sisters. Secondly, we must know in whom we believe. We must know Jesus as well. We must keep focused on him and be saved by him. Paul said, how are they to believe in one whom they have never heard? That is our charge then. We as Christians, our charge is to bring Jesus to the people as well, so that others too may be saved, just as we are. And thirdly, some of us must stand up for Jesus and proclaim him as our Lord and Savior. Because we ought not to keep silent about Jesus, especially knowing what he has done for us in our lives, especially knowing that he has taken us through various storms in our lives and brought us to the calm and peace of the shore. We go tell someone, speak for Jesus. And finally, Paul says, we must fulfill the Great Commission to go out into the world. For it is through prayer and a relationship with Jesus that we can know where He wants to fit us in this world and what He wants us to do. We too must be sent. So my brothers and sisters, this morning, when we ride out the storms of life, when we know that Jesus has helped us and cared for us, then just as the disciples did on that night, we go praising Him, giving Him the glory. And that is what they did when the storm calmed down and everything became peaceful. The reading says, for when Jesus and Peter got into the boat, the wind ceased, and those in the boat worshipped Him, saying, truly, you are the Son of God. So yes, my brothers and sisters, it is our knowledge of who Jesus is, the knowledge of all that He has done for us, including dying on the cross of Calvary to save us and to save all mankind, that we can with grateful hearts gather like the disciples and worship Him. Worship Him, brothers and sisters, when He carries us through the storm. May He continue to bless us. May He continue to be with us, giving us peace through the storms of our life, and that we can give Him the praise and the glory. In Jesus' name. Amen. As we said, we will sing, to God be the glory. 182 in our CIT. First and the fourth.
Reminders that we should have that faith in God. Thanks to everyone who has participated so far in this service. I must mention that once I'm up here, that Fiona is really trying on the keyboard. She has a long way yet to go, but she is improving gradually. I'd like to say a special welcome to Mr. and Mrs. Belfon, who is visiting with us today. Balfour. Okay, my apologies. I trust that you are having an enjoyable time in Grenada. To the Percy's, you look fresh and revived. I trust that you would have enjoyed your holiday. Welcome back. Sister Moore, welcome. Now, I have seen Sister Inez is still not in church today. I would remind us to say a special prayer for her. How is she doing? How is she doing? Okay, that's nice. Are there any birthday or anniversaries this week? I see a pointing finger. All right, somebody don't want us to know that it's your birthday? Somebody don't want. We're going to sing it though because the person's in church. So, let's have a birthday song.
Our two grandchildren who's holidayed with us for the summer are leaving today, and Shirley is leaving with them.
Well, first of all, we would like to extend our courtesies to you. I think you attended the VBS classes, and I trust that you would have had an enjoyable holiday in Grenada. May God be with you as you travel. You see?
I was saying some of us might want to check about the camera. We missed that portion.
Well, he is from San Fernando, I gathered. I'm sorry I didn't write your name down when you said it first. Could you introduce yourself again?
I am Hollis Clifton. I am from San Fernando Methodist Church, South Trinidad Circuit. And I was here just a while ago with the Men's Fellowship. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. The printed notices. Today, confirmation service takes place at Constantine Methodist Church at 4 p.m. All are invited, and 9 persons will be confirming. Methodism Alive this week will be done by Brother Leonard Julian. It will be aired on GBN at 105.5 FM on Wednesday from approximately 5:40 a.m. Woburn Methodist Church invites all to its 180th year anniversary breakfast on Saturday 19th between the hours of 7 and 10 a.m. in the church hall. Breakfast is takeaway, and they're saying that you will enjoy a good cup of cocoa tea, baked saltfish cakes, saltfish sauce, etc. And you may order ahead by calling Brother Moore, Sister Janice, Brother Julian Sr., or any other member of Woburn Methodist Church. They're looking forward to our support. St. George's Congregation Youth Outreach Mathematics Program extends an invitation to children in forms 3 to 5 who are interested in assistance in mathematics in preparation for CXC. Parents are asked to encourage your children to attend these classes. The classes are free, and persons interested can take advantage of this outreach program. You may contact Sister Rachel Moses of St. George's at telephone 442-5020 or 409-4404, or Sister Janice Francis of Woburn at 405-2880. Again, this is in the general notice, but I would also like to extend my gratitude on behalf of Bethel for the donation and the attendance to the fair and tea and fair we had 2 weeks ago. So far the funds are coming in. By next week we should have a preliminary amount of how much we have obtained. Please remember to pray, visit, or call the shopping members. And this week is somewhat of a short week, and the only activity I have listed here is Friday at 6 p.m. choir practice. That's all for the notices. Have a blessed week, and the offering of the Lord shall not be taken. Oh, sorry, I have one little piece of paper here. Boca Mission of Methodist Church invites you to a fundraising dinner on Saturday, August the 26th at Boca Secondary School from 6:30 to 9 p.m. The contribution is $40, and the proceeds are in aid of the missionary of 2017 and for the youth. I have the tickets, so you may purchase the offering.
I just want to really ask your support for Woburn Methodist Church next week Saturday's breakfast. Sister Roberts, you want to just tell me? Okay. It's $10 per ticket, and Sister Elsa has some tickets, so we would really like your support. So 180th year of Woburn Methodist Church in existence, and we are trying to do a lot of different things, one of which is the breakfast. Almighty God, Father of all mercies, King of all kings, we come before you, O Lord, asking for your intercession in the lives of our people. We thank you, O Lord, for our country of Grenada, Carriacou, Petit Martinique, for the leaders. We ask, O Lord, that they will serve with justice, with fairness, with honesty, and free from deception, O Lord. We ask, O Lord, that you will bless our church, which you have raised up, O Lord, not only a Catholic, universal Catholic church, but your Methodist Church, raised up to spread scriptural holiness throughout the land. We ask, O Lord, your blessings upon those who are put as leaders at the district level, the bishop, O Lord, and all the other administrators, treasurers, property stewards, and all others. We ask your blessings upon them. We pray for our own superintendent, minister and his family, Reverend Pierre. For our own associate minister, Reverend Harper Johnson and her family. We pray for our local preachers, for our church administrators, circuit stewards, congregational stewards, Sunday school teachers, and generally our congregation as a whole, that they may grow united together to build your kingdom. We pray, O Lord, for those whom you have raised up to serve as doctors and nurses in our hospitals, to help us, and all the other workers, O Lord, who bring care to our people, for our institutions of learning, educational departments and ministries, for all the officials who are placed there to seek and to guide our children. We pray for them this morning, O Lord. We pray, O God, for our shut-in members, for those who are marginalized and are weak, those who are shut-ins and cannot help themselves. We pray especially, O Lord, in these instances for caregivers, persons who have special gifts to take care of your children who are unwell. Strengthen them, O Lord. For those of us, O Lord, who might be suffering from any form of distress, storm, or stress in our lives, help us, O Lord, that we will continue to lean on you and to focus upon you. For we know in you our problems will be solved and are secured. So this morning, O Lord, we ask that you will bless each one of us, even as we gather ourselves to go back to our various families. Give us traveling mercies. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. The Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Our closing hymn is 277. sing praises to you, O Lord. May your Spirit just go with us into our various homes. And may, O Lord, your light shine upon us, shine upon each one of us as we go to our homes. And peace be with us. We say the grace to each other.
And now, may the grace of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, the love of